Chaitanya Sadasya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavindra ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se Gaur Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Sri Radha Krishna Gaur Gopinath Sam Kund Radha Kund Giridhardhan ki jai, Vṛndāvana Dham ki jai, Navadvip Dham ki jai, Swami Bhaktivedanta ki jai, गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तवृंद की जय. All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled Lord. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. So this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class will be on the first canto, 7th chapter, text 15, recorded on September 13, 1976 in Vṛndāvana, given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So that's Canto 1, Chapter 7, Verse 15, recorded on September 13, 1976 in Vṛndāvana.
Years
Sunang Nidhanam Sutana Nishamma Ghoram Paritapamana Tada Dudata Baspo Kolaru Kulaksi Tang Santayam Aha Kiritamali. So Draupadi's 5 sons were killed. 5 sons by 5 husbands. You know the history of Draupadi. She had 5 husbands, which is forbidden nowadays. Although in some hilly districts still the system is current that one woman has got 5 or 6 husbands. This practice was there even in high circle. That is now forbidden. Devarena sutatpatri kalau pancha vivarjayat. Don't try to imitate Draupadi. That is not allowed in this age. Aswamedam gavalammam parapaitikam devarena sutatpatti kalau pancha vivajjaya. So when Draupadi was gained by Arjuna, the 5 Pandavas were in the forest, incognito. So, when they came to their mother in jubilation, they exclaimed, "Mother, we have got a very nice jewel." So mother said, "All right, my dear sons, enjoy it for all of you 5. So on the order of mother, they accepted Draupadi as a common wife. But that does not mean she had many sons, only 5 sons. By the 5 husbands, 1 son. That is also under system, not competition that each husband will produce dozens of children. No. So, when the mother understood that her sons were killed, certainly she was very, very unhappy. Mata Sishunang Nidhanam Sutana Nishamma Ghoram Paritapamana, lamenting. That is natural. So, Tada Rudot Baspo Korakulaksi, with tears, she was crying, and Tang Santayam pacifying, Aha Kiritamali. Kiritamali is Arjuna. So, they are directly connected with Krishna. Draupadi's another name is Krishna. And still, they had to suffer the material pangs. Not that because one is Krishna conscious, there will be no material suffering. Actually, those who are Krishna conscious, they have no material suffering. Although it appears that they are suffering, they are not suffering. They can accept any so-called suffering and accept it as mercy of Krishna. They never take it as suffering. Tattena kampa susamiksamana bhunjana eva atmakritam vipaka. A devotee, when he is in suffering, so-called suffering, he accepts it as the mercy of Krishna. Tattenukampa. And he rather thanks Krishna that I had to suffer many more times, but you have minimized it, giving me little suffering. So it is your mercy. And if anyone lives on that attitude, everything taken as Krishna's mercy, then he is guaranteed to go back home, back to God. Mukti padesha dayabha. Dayabha means he is going back to home, back to Godhead, is exactly like the inheritance of property by the son. Mukti padesha dayabha. So we should learn from the Pandavas that Krishna was always present with them. Still they had to suffer so much material tribulations. So they were never unhappy. Neither they requested Krishna that, my dear friend Krishna, you are always with us. Still we had to suffer. Never expressed that. That is pure devotion. Never try to take any benefit from Krishna. Simply try to give benefit to Krishna. Do not take any benefit from Krishna. This is pure devotion. Perhaps you know that once upon a time Rupa Goswami desired that if I would get some nice foodstuff, I would have invited Sanatana Goswami and cook some nice food. He desired like that. They are living in Vṛndāvana here and there under the shade of a tree. They had no stock, nothing. So one very beautiful girl came and offered rice, dal, ghee. She said, Baba, we have got some festival. In this country, they address saintly person as Baba. So she offered so many things, and he immediately invited Sanatana Goswami. They are living separately. And Rupa Goswami was very good cook also. So he prepared very nice preparation and offered to Sanatana Goswami prasadam. So Sanatana Goswami astonishingly inquired, where you got all these nice things in this forest? So he told the whole story that in the morning I desired just a few little time, one very beautiful girl came and offered these ingredients. So after hearing the description of the beautiful girl, Sanatana Goswami could understand that she was Radharani. So immediately he chastised Rupa Goswami that you have taken service from Radharani. This is not good. We are trying to give service to Radharani and you have taken service from Radharani. So this is Vaishnava consideration. They are firmly determined not to bother Krishna with anything, simply to serve. Anukulyena Krishnanusana. Similarly, Krishna also finds opportunity where to serve his devotees. This is the reciprocation. The devotee wants to serve Krishna without any return, and Krishna also wants to serve devotee whenever there is opportunity. This is the transaction of love. not to take anything in return. Aslishama padaratang pinastama manmahatang karotama adarsana yatha tatha va vidadhatu lampata mat prananathas. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching that from Krishna's side he may do whatever he likes. That is full surrender. Still he is my master. He is nobody else. He is still my worshipable master. Bhaktivedanta Thakur has sung Manasa deha geha jo kichu moro otpinu tua pade Nanda Kishore. Nanda Kishore is Krishna. So this is full surrender. My dear Nanda Kishore, whatever I have got, now I am offering everything to you. Oh, what I have got? Manasa deha geha. I have got my body, I have got my mind, and a so-called home, or a wife, or a few children, what I have got. So everything is offered to you. Manasa deha geha jo kichu moro. This is full surrender. Now he says, Maravi rakhavi jai chatvaha. I am surrendering to you everything. Now, if you like, you can save me, or if you like, you can kill me. This is full surrender. So these Pandavas are the best example, and better than the Pandavas, there are other devotees, and the topmost surrendered devotee are the gopis. There is no more higher exalted devotees than the gopis. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended that the gopis, the Ramma Kachit Upasana Brajavadhu Varga Bhijakul. There is no better type of worshipping Krishna than the method by which gopis worship Krishna. Their love was so intense that they did not care for any family, any honor, or any prestige, nothing. That is the highest, topmost loving state of Krishna. And Krishna also loved the gopis so much so that Krishna asked them that you cannot expect any return from me for your ecstatic love. I cannot. It is beyond my power. So they purchased Krishna, and the topmost gopi is Radha. So we should not consider these gopis' dealings with Krishna as ordinary material dealings. It is not that. Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavita stabhi eva nijadupataya kala. The gopis are expansion of Krishna's pleasure potential. That is described by Srila Jiva Goswami. Radha Krishna pranaya vikiti alladini shakti asma. Alladini shakti. Krishna has got the pleasure potential. Parasa shakti vividhaiva suyate. He has got multi-energies. In the Vishnu Purana it is also said, Parasa Brahmana Shakti Sadvedam Akhilam Jagat. Whatever we see, that is display of the potencies, different potencies of the Supreme Personality of God. Just like the sun is 93 millions of miles away from this earthly planet, still we are getting heat and light, energy of the sun. Similarly, Krishna is in the Goloka planet. Goloka eva nivasati akhilatma bhuta. That is Krishna's energy. Although he is in the Goloka planet, which is the topmost planet in the spiritual world, you cannot estimate how far the spiritual world is from this material world. From material calculation, they say it takes about some 40,000 of years to go to the limit of this universe. Then beyond that universe there is the spiritual world, para tasmat tu bhava anna, another nature, bhaktya sanatana. Then you pass through the spiritual world, Brahma Jyoti. There are innumerable, unlimited number of Vaikuntha planets. Then above all of them there is the planet Goloka Vṛndāvana, where Krishna resides. It is said in the Brahma Samhita, Goloka namni nijadhamni tale chatasya. Goloka namni nijadham. That is Krishna's personal planet, Goloka Vṛndāvana. Goloka namni nijadhamni tale chatasya. Devi Mahesa Haridhama Sute Suteshu. There are other planetary systems, Haridhama, Vaikuntha Dham. Then this material world is called Devi Dham. And between the Goloka, between the spiritual world and material world, there is Goloka Namni Nijadham Nitale Chatasya Devi Mahesa Dham. So there are so many status of planetary system. Each planet is full with living entities. The spiritual planets, they are full of living entities. They are all liberated, nitya mukta. And those who are within these material world planets, they are nitya baddha. Nitya baddha, nitya mukta. There are two kinds of living entities. The nitya baddhas are only few. But the nitya muktas are many, many. This material world is only 1/4 energy of the creation. The 3/4 energy is in the spiritual world. And here, in the 1/4 energy, there are innumerable universes. And each universe is full with different types of planets. And each planet is full of living entities. But these rascals, they say, there is no living entity, it is sand and rock. This is not the fact. You have to understand from the Vedic literature about the planets, which planet is existing, where is spiritual world, where is material world. All informations are there. Don't speculate and simply think that this planet is full of living entities, all other planets are vacant. This is most unusual argument, there is no meaning. But we are not concerned with that. We have got our own information from the Vedas. So Krishna's pastimes is going on. Somewhere or elsewhere it is going on. Therefore his pastimes are called Nitya Lila. Nitya Lila Prakasha. This Vṛndāvana Lila is Nitya Lila. It is going on continuously, somewhere or other, within this material world. And the spiritual world, it is permanently there. So the Pandavas, they are associates of the Nitya Lila. They are not ordinary human beings. Wherever there is Krishna Lila, they go. Therefore Arjuna asked Krishna that how can I believe that you, first of all, many millions of years ago, you spoke this philosophy to the sun god. Krishna replied, Bahuni me janmani, what is that verse? Bahuni me betitani janmani tapacharya. Arjuna, both you and me were together and we have passed through many different leelas, but you have forgotten, I remember. That is the difference between God and the living entity. They cannot be equal. We forget, the Mayavadis philosopher, they put this argument that because we have forgotten, now in Maya we have forgotten that we are God. So what kind of God He is if He forgets? God never says, I have forgotten. Krishna says, Vedaham samiti tani. I know past, present, future. So where is the question of forgetting? If somebody forgets, that God is different from the God who does not forget. Therefore you have to accept two. Immediately you have to accept Dvaitava. One forgetting God and one not forgetting God. You cannot accept one. That is not possible. And that is the fact. Just like Krishna said, that I remember when I spoke to sun god, you have forgotten. So there are two. Similarly, Krishna's another name is Achyuta. He never falls down from his position. And if we fall down from the position, therefore we are not on the same level. We may have some power and we can claim that I am God. That we can claim, but not that God like Krishna. Therefore two words are there. Ishvara, Parameshvara. In the Brahma Samhita therefore it is described that Ishvaras there may be many, but not Parameshvara. Parameshvara is one. Ishvara, Parama, Krishna. So these Mayavadis, they forget this, that Ishvara, Parameshvara, there are two words. Atma and Paramatma, there are two words. So they are not equal. And Krishna said, Matta Parataram Nanyam. He is the supermost, Ishvara. Nitya Nityanam Chetana Chetananam. Although both of us are Nitya, eternal, and living entities, still there is difference. He is supreme, living entity, we are subordinate. Prabhu and Anu, Vibhu and Anu. This philosophy is perfect, and anyone who accepts this Mayavad philosophy, that the God and living entity are on the same level, they have got pure fund of knowledge. Thank you very much.
Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chaksu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pasaya Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Gauravani Pachai Nivishesha Sunyavadi Pasatade Sadaline Vancha Kalpadurupyasta Kripa Sindhupyavacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadada Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Nityanasa Prabhu. Hare Krishna everyone. So we are coming together to first to ponder a little bit now on the class which we have just heard. So I'm meant to facilitate this. Okay. So I made some notes. I have to take them out. Please excuse me for a moment. Okay. Okay. So this class was from the Canto 1, Chapter 7, Text 15. So, what was the contents? Or do you know what is actually the contents? This verse, which Prabhupada has discussed today, is spoken on very briefly. Yeah, please, Rasaraj Prabhu. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Draupadi's 5 sons have been killed and she's upset, she's crying, and Arjuna is there to console her in that time.
Yes, that's right. So it was actually Ashwatthama who had beheaded these 5 sleeping sons in the night, and he is the son of Drona. No, one moment. He's the son, Ashwatthama is the son of Dronacharya, yeah? Yeah, exactly. And he was hoping to please his master Duryodhana with this act, but it was also for him too much, so that was a heinous act which should not have been done at all. Yes, and here we have Draupadi. Now she's expressing her feelings, she's in tears and lamenting. Yeah, so how does Prabhupada talk now? So what do we learn actually from the purport about Draupadi in the first paragraph, if you remember? An interesting fact, yes.
Don't imitate her in the material world.
Sorry?
Don't imitate the Draupadi in the material world.
Don't imitate
her.
Yes, okay. Don't imitate her. Imitate her in what aspect? Maybe some ladies would also say something. In what aspect we should not imitate Draupadi? Yes, Nityanasa? Oh, we need a mic. Sorry, Prabhu. Fine.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada was explaining that nowadays nobody is that pure from the lady's side who is able to have 5.
Can you talk into the mic? Sorry. Yeah.
Who can have 5 husbands and still be pure like Draupadi? So it's forbidden nowadays. That's what Srila Prabhupada was explaining.
Yes, that's right. So that is called polyandry. Polyandry is for women and polygamy is for men, yeah? So that was something which was there in the Vedic system in earlier ages. And it is said that this family life, Jai Shri Shri Radha Gokulanda Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Shishigonitai, that this family life was, it was more practiced in the royal class of the society, and also, still it was rare, but it was done because it was done under strict guidance of the sages and under upholding religious principles on the Vedic scriptures. Yes. So Srila Prabhupada, he is giving us actually what I wanted to say, sorry. Yeah, so that polygamy. And okay, so Prabhupada gives us a quote here about, as a reference, that should not be done in this age of Kali Yuga. So somebody knows this? He only gives it in Sanskrit, so there is no English translation. Okay, is Govinda Prabhu? All right.
So in Kali Yuga, no taking of sannyas, no cow sacrifice, no horse sacrifice, no begetting child in begetting child in your brother's wife's womb.
Yeah.
One other one.
No offering of oblations of flesh to the forefathers.
Thank you.
Yeah, these are the 5 exactly. So I actually took my time to understand. I thought, so how is that referring to Kunti? To Draupadi not having 5 husbands? But then it made sense in begetting children in his brother's wife. So she married 5 brothers, isn't it? And there were also other examples in the history, like they was giving the Gautama clan, said Jatila, she married 7 Saptarishis, and Pracheti, the wife of Hiranyaksha, sister, she had married 10 brothers, and the princess Madhavi, daughter of Yayati, she had 4 husbands. So these are a few examples given. Okay, so this is something we should not imitate in this age of Kali Yuga. That's right. So somebody wants to recall maybe the story of Draupadi, like how does it happen? She received 5 husbands. Okay, we need the mic.
Yeah, when they reached the mother, they said they got a jewel. The mother has said to them, enjoy everyone, share the jewel.
Yes, exactly. So they shared. So there is a story behind it. Yeah. So now Prabhupada comes to a philosophical point, actually. So what is the philosophical point Prabhupada is making now in a relationship between devotee and Krishna, coming from this pastime? Does somebody want to say something on that? Do you understand the question? Okay.
Means the Srila Prabhupada was talking about the Pandavas suffering, and,
Yes.
and then Srila Prabhupada says that even though the Pandavas were pure devotees, they were still put in suffering by Krishna, but they never complained. Why are you making me suffer? So that's how a devotee takes the suffering.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So first he said, devotees are not excluded from suffering. Then he said, devotees don't suffer. Again he said, was not excluded from suffering. Yeah, so it's the way, the attitude, how we actually deal with these sufferings. So that's the point here, yeah. So that is a quite high level, I would say, and something to strive to see everything, whatever happens in one's life, as Krishna's mercy. And that is the vision of a pure devotee. So, to accept as mercy of Krishna. Yeah, is anyone who would like to recite the verse for that? It was a quite famous one, maybe. Srinivas Prabhu, yes, please.
Asli syava padapinastumam adasumam karatva yatatata vilampatam pranastu savanapara.
Okay, this goes further. I haven't been there yet. This is something, which we will come to. But I was thinking more, Prabhupada was quoting the one 10:14:8. Yeah, you wanted to say?
Taktenu kampa shikshamarina buncha vitikam patpik vidi namaste jivan se mukti se bak.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, this was the one I was looking at. Yeah. So then, yes, so if we follow this principle of accepting everything as Krishna's mercy in our life, and then there is a guarantee given to his devotees. What is that guarantee? Maybe one of the ladies again. Is there something? Yes, exactly. So that is very nice, yes. So, Mukti Pade Sadhaya Bhak, yes, going back to Godhead. So, and there was a comparison given. So, how can we compare that in the material world? Like the comparison given, yes, we are ensured we will go back to Godhead if we can follow that principle. That was compared to as if somebody. Yes, Prabhu, Pancha Tattva.
Like a son inheriting the rightful property of his father.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. So, yes. So from there, Prabhupada went over then to another point, very interesting, like, okay, so we accept the suffering as Krishna's mercy, but also we are not trying to take anything from Krishna, isn't it? So we only give. So actually I said it now already. So okay. So this is a principle we should learn actually from that pastime with the Pandavasenas, that we can learn pure devotion. So never because they have never expressed their unhappiness in all of their difficulties and tribulations they went through. So they haven't questioned Krishna about this, they haven't had any doubts, or they just accepted this mercy. And so they rather looked only how can they further engage in their relationship with Krishna in a very positive, pleasing and loving way. So in this way they only look how to give benefit to Krishna and not to take or ask anything from Krishna. So this is the attitude of the pure devotees, and this is something we can learn from the Pandavas' lifestyle. So there was another example given, which is actually illustrating this fact of not taking but only giving, and that was happening in Vṛndāvana. Who wants to recall that for us? Yes, please. Oh, he has put his hand up here and he's getting the mic. Yes.
Speaking of the example, Bhaktivedanta Swami, he wanted to cook a feast for Sanatana Goswami. This beautiful girl, she came and offered him rice ghee, and then he cooked this feast, and Sanatana Goswami was very pleased and asked, where did you get this from? And he explained the story of this beautiful girl. All of a sudden he understood this was Vṛndāvana, and he was chastising Rupa Goswami, saying we should not take service from Vṛndāvana, we should only give service.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. So he only had that thought a few hours ago, and then there suddenly already she arrived on the spot. And yeah, so that pastime is very sweet, but he got chastised, yes. So from there we can see also how does Krishna actually relate to his devotees. Yes. How does he relate? Srinivasa.
Well, when Prabhupada was leaving his body,
Yeah.
devotees wanted to stay longer, right? So Prabhupada said you can pray to Krishna like this if you so desire.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, so it is up to Krishna.
Up to Krishna.
So it's up to, so in this way we don't ask him directly, we don't want it, but we make a suggestion, Krishna, if you so desire. Yes. Yeah, and here is Krishna's reciprocation also described as a transaction of love. So how does that work? Ladies, anything? The transaction of love. No? Okay, we give the question on, yes?
Yes, I remember that Prabhupada was saying this because the devotees want to only give service and Krishna wants to do the same. When he has the chance, Krishna wants to also give service. So there's like this transaction going on.
Yeah, exactly. A little competition there, no? So that's how he got in problems, Sanatana Goswami. Because Krishna wants to reciprocate, he wants to. Yes, and so that is a full surrender actually from the devotee side, when we fully want to give only to Krishna. And yesterday we had such a beautiful class on full surrender, isn't it? So, and this exactly the same song was also mentioned today in the class. Does somebody remember that one? Which one was that? Yes, that was that one. Yeah, that is a song. So what does it contain? The main points there, which are important for our class here. What is said in that song? Rasa Raj Prabhu, please. Yes.
O Lord, my mind, my possessions, my body, my family, my wealth, everything I surrender unto you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So this was the point there. Full surrender. Okay, so now we are going already to the end. I'm only halfway through. Are there any points you remember which you would like to speak out? Something which stood out for you from what is left over here from half of the class? Yes, Rasaraj Prabhu, please.
I had one question. Is it question time?
Question time. Okay.
Yeah, just one question. Shall I ask now? I've learned, or we've understood that since Sanatana Goswami is actually older than Rupa Goswami, but because Rupa Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first, he is the most prominent Goswami and therefore is senior to Sanatana Goswami. And I've heard that Sanatana Goswami took initiation from Rupa Goswami. No? I don't know. I think I heard that somewhere, but I don't think I haven't fully read that anyway. But the point is that Rupa Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first and is therefore senior. And here we see Sanatana Goswami chastising Rupa Goswami. So I wanted to just ask about that.
That's interesting, yeah. Okay, can I give the question on? Somebody has a light on that.
Older brother as a spiritual master, and we find that in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu before he begins speaking about the amorous pastimes of Radha and Krishna and Bhakti. So Rupa Goswami accepts Sanatana Goswami as a spiritual master, and I'm not sure, I don't know, maybe other devotees maybe have different understanding, but Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Prabhupada said are Nitya Siddhas in one letter, and therefore, in the letter the others are not being spoken about, but specifically Raghunath Das Goswami and Rupa Goswami are regarded as Nitya Siddhas. And then also Srila Prabhupada was living in Radha Damodar temple next to the Samadhi and Bhajan Kutir of Rupa Goswami, and therefore we have also an intimate connection with Rupa Goswami, and Prabhupada had dreams of Rupa Goswami as well. So in that way, Rupa Goswami we consider especially in our line.
Thank you. Okay. Yes. All right. So anyone else wanted to say anything more on the class which we have heard right now? Any insights? Anything? What do you take with you? Is there anyone who takes something with them from this class today? Okay, Rasaraj, once more. Okay, Panchatattva Prabhu.
There's one nice point I liked. Prabhupada saying the Vaishnava is determined not to bother Krishna with anything.
Is determined.
But then Krishna also similarly is determined to serve the devotee.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. And in that determination, yes. So who was said? He said that the Pandavas are the good devotees, very, very best. Very good devotees. And there are many other examples. But who are the best of devotees? The gopis. Yeah, to follow the gopis. Yeah. One more thing of yours from the other side.
Yes, about the gopis, I like how Prabhupada is describing their love towards Krishna. He's saying that it's the highest form, and that it's so high that Krishna says to them that you cannot ask me to reciprocate this love because it is not in my power to do so. So this description is...
Yeah, that's the highest exchange. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Yeah, okay, so let's stop here. Thank you for your participation, and Hare Krishna.
Joy.